Hello. You are here to watch Creating a Heart-Centered Vision. I'm going to share my screen. You're going to want to have a piece of paper to write on, something to write on, and yeah, and a quiet space and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to get back to the beginning. I just did this call with somebody um, who was by herself, and it was so amazing. So I'm going to do this for you, but I highly recommend you do this with me one-on-one because it was just literally the most beautiful thing. And she was in tears. I was almost crying. It was like literally so amazing. So you also deserve a one-on-one session to find your heart-centered vision. But if this is what you got time for, that is so amazing. I want to applaud you for making space in your week, in your day, in your month to really come and listen to yourself. We as women do not spend enough time taking care of ourselves, listening to what we truly want. And that is what this is for. It is a moment for your heart and your soul to be heard. And just hearing yourself, just listening, is going to give you so much peace and so much calm. So I'm so happy for you that you're here. All right. So when you create visions from your head, what you're going to do is you're going to be creating visions, creating goals from lack, from what you don't have. So you're going to want to do things to change who you are. When in reality, there's absolutely nothing wrong with who you are. You're 100% worthy exactly as you are right now. But if you're creating it from your head, you're telling yourself, I need more to become a better person, to become a valuable person, to become a worthy person. And it's just not true. When you're creating head-centered goals, you're creating them from what society tells you that you need to be. You need to be skinny. You need to have a beautiful home. You need to be a perfect mother. You need to be really good at your job. You need to do all those things all at the same time. And if you're not, then there's something wrong with you, right? That's what society tells us. And a lot of times we think we're not good enough if we're not able to do those things, which it's just not true. Um, you might be creating goals from comparing yourself to other people. So you see someone else who ran a marathon, you're like, oh, I should do that too, because I'll be perfect like they are. Somebody else lost weight. So you think, oh, I need to do that. Somebody else gets a new job. So you think I need to do that. So you're just comparing yourself to what other people are doing. And you're a different person from the person you're comparing yourself to. And then we're creating our goals. When we're creating from our head, we're creating it from fear, from guilt. I should be doing this, from duty. I have to do this, and from anxiety. Like, if I don't do this, then this is going to happen. Um, so again, it's just all from a place that you don't want to be working on goals from. And I'll show you why in a couple of slides. Um, when you create goals from your heart, you are in a place that you're 100% whole, 100% worthy. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing that you have to change. It's just like I would love for this to happen. And you're going from what your heart is telling you. Your heart is like everything without your ego. So when you take your ego away and you go to your heart is pure love, joy, abundance, gratitude. So you're creating your goal from those feelings. And that's always like what you are put on this earth to do. So that's where you want to create your goals from. And then it's something that lights you up inside, that creates the feeling, more feeling of love, gratitude, and joy. So it's coming out of you into other people. So when you create goals from here, you there's no way that you can't help other people. Just by being in your presence, they're going to feel more of these emotions, which we all love feeling these emotions. So it's amazing. Now let's go back to head-centered vision. When you're working on your goals, you're going to give up when an obstacle comes up because It's not what you truly want. It's just what your head is telling you that you need to do or you should be doing. So it's easy to give up, so much easier. You're going to beat yourself up when it's not achieved because there's something wrong with you. So it's just more evidence that when you don't reach your goal, it's more evidence that there's something wrong with you. So you're like, why even bother? You will be in a rush because if you think there's something wrong with you, you just want to fix it so you can feel better. When I lose 20 pounds, I'm going to feel better. When I have more money, I'm going to feel better. So you rush to try to do it. And when you rush on a goal, a lot of times you can't achieve it because you're going way too fast. You don't become the version of yourself that achieves that goal. And then you just go right back to where you were before, or you just quit because it's too hard. And you lose motivation quickly because the motivation is coming from fear instead of from love. You have so much more energy from love than you do from fear, so much more drive. And then when you're working on a heart-centered goal, what you're going to do is when there's an obstacle that comes up, right, you're just going to solve for that obstacle. It's not a problem. It's just, oh, okay, let me just figure out how to fix that. You're going to develop more self-love and more self-confidence when you're working on a goal that comes from your heart, because you're always going to continue to tell yourself you're going to get it. Don't give up. You're going to solve the problem, which makes you have more self-confidence. You're going to be patient because you believe it's going to come true. When your goal comes from your heart, it's something that you just feel like intrinsically, like this is what I was put on this earth to do. And I know once I get there, that I'm just going to be feeling more love, more abundance, more joy than I'm already feeling. So you don't need to rush to create a feeling because you're creating that feeling even as you're starting the goal. And then every day you're working on that goal, you're creating that feeling. So there's no rush to get to a specific spot. You just love it. You're happy the whole time. And then you're intrinsically motivated to keep going. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from, this is what I was meant to do. This is what I was put on this earth to do. So you just keep going. Dory said it, you just keep swimming. All right, I'm going to go through some values with you. And I'm just going to say them. And when you feel a little tug in your heart, I want you to write it down because that's what you want your goals to come from, to create more of these values. Okay. Authenticity. So again, just write down ones that you feel a little bit of a tug when I say it. Adventure, creativity, compassion, community, family, freedom, growth. I have another slide too. Health, inner harmony, love, meaningful work, security, spirituality, success, and then other. There might be some, there's a lot more values than are on these two slides. So just jot down what your values are and keep those in mind as you're creating your heart-centered vision, because those are the things that are important to you. All right. So we are going to do a meditation. So before we start though, I just want to go over a couple of things. During the meditation, I'm going to teach you how to drop down from your head about 10 inches into your heart. Pay attention to how the answers feel in your body. That is the most important part of creating your vision, is the feelings that you feel inside of your body. Remember, there are no wrong answers, and allow your heart to take control and show you what's underneath the thinking that always stops you. So your heart tries to tell you things all the time, but your thoughts get in the way. They tell you you can't because your thoughts are trying to keep you safe. Okay? So we are going to try to ignore our thoughts, let them pass by, and just listen to what our heart and our soul is telling us. That's your true self. Okay? So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes or just bring them down at half mast, like look at something kind of closer to the floor or far away from you if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes. You're welcome to lie down, you're welcome to sit up, whatever, wherever you're most comfortable. Okay, so your eyes are closed or down. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and then let out big sigh. Let's do that again. Hold it, sigh it out. Now we're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our nose. Breathe in, out, breathe in, out. Now we're going to go through your body from head to toe. We're going to just release any tension. I'm going to go through kind of quickly. Release the tension in the top of your head, in your forehead, your nose and your cheeks, your ears, your mouth, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your upper back, your stomach, your lower back, your thighs, your hamstrings, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your upper arms, your lower arms, and your fingers. I want you to imagine a small version of you that can fit inside your head. I want you to go into your head, into your brain, and I want you to clean it out. So take some thoughts, push them out of your ears, clean the space with a broom, sweeping the thoughts on out, clearing your brain out, cleaning it out. Now I want you to drop down from your head about 10 inches into your heart. So you're in your heart space. Just take a deep breath into your heart space. Let it out. Let's create some gratitude in your heart right now. Think of something that you are grateful for. Maybe it's somebody, maybe it's a place. Now hold on to that feeling of gratitude. Now I want you to breathe it in. And as you breathe out, I want that feeling to spread throughout your body. Send that feeling down to the tips of your fingers. Breathe it down, the gratitude into your stomach. Into your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes. And then send it to the top of your head. Breathe in and send that gratitude all the way up to the tip of your head. And then one more time, we're going to breathe in that gratitude, and I want you to spread it out into the room that you're in. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions. And now that you have that feeling of gratitude in your body, let's stay in our body. I'm going to ask you questions. I just want you to imagine the answers. When was the last time I felt joy? Identify that time. What are the details about that time? Who was I with? Where was I? What was I doing? When do I feel the most free? Where am I when I feel free? Who am I with, or am I alone? What am I doing? When do I feel fulfilled? Like I'm making a difference? Who am I with? Where am I? What am I doing when I feel fulfilled? What does success mean to me? What's a successful day? True success in your heart. What's a successful week? What's a successful month? Stay in your heart. What's a successful year? What's a successful life? Why was I put on this earth? Okay. I want you to open your eyes and I want you to hit pause on the video. And I want you to write down or draw anything that just came up. And then when you're done, hit play again. Don't skip this part. Okay. So now, from what you just discovered in your meditation, I want you to choose one area of your life that your heart told you needs attention. If you don't know, close your eyes, go into your heart, and have your heart answer the question, what area of your life needs attention? Okay, so your heart just gave you the answer. You're going to plan a vision of what your life would be like once this area changes. We're not going to put any limits on ourselves. This is all made up. Okay, you're like drawing a picture and it's all fantasy, all made up. And remind the scared part of your brain that nothing needs to change. We're just playing. Okay, because your brain is going to try to stop you from going all the way through this vision. Okay. Okay, so close your eyes again. And I want you to think about this time, this area of your life. Let's say in 12 months, you've succeeded at your vision. Okay, you've succeeded at creating your vision in 12 months in this area of your life. Where are you? Look around. Are you inside? Are you outside? What do you see? What do you hear? Are there any smells, tastes? What are you wearing? How does this feel on you? How do you feel inside your body? What emotion are you feeling? Who are you with? Or are you alone? If you're with people, what do they look like? What are the expressions on their faces? What are you thinking in your head now that you've accomplished this vision? What do you think about yourself? How do you show up differently than you do now? What sorts of things are you doing differently? What sorts of things are you not doing anymore because you've become this new version of yourself? How is this change in you affecting other people in your life, other relationships, other areas of your life? How do you show up differently in other areas, not just the one you chose? How are you showing up for yourself? Now, I want you to keep your eyes closed. I want you to keep your vision, keep that feeling, hold on to it for as long as you need to. This is how you're going to make the change, is by going back to this emotion of how you feel when you become this next version of yourself. That's how you're going to make change every single day. Now, the last part is I want you to tell yourself, your new self, your new version, thank you. Thank you for everything that you did. Thank you for taking that first step by going on the call. Thank you for watching it all the way through. Thank you for continuing to work towards this new vision, even when it was hard. Thank you for asking help when you needed help to create this vision. Thank you for the way that you treated yourself the whole way through. And thank yourself for getting you there. Okay, open your eyes. So after the call, or you can pause it, it's up to you. I want you to, whatever you just saw, the new version of yourself, I want you to get it all down, get it out of your head on paper, on something. So write it all down, type it out if you like to type, draw a picture. You can make a vision board. You can draw a picture of yourself and the things that you're thinking, the things that you're feeling, what's around you. You can draw it, or you can just write it all out. If you want to, you can take a picture and send it to me, share with me so I know what it is and I can help you get there. So you can either pause this or do this after. Don't skip this part. It's really important. Your next steps. Create the vision and feelings as often as you can. So just like when I was asking you the questions, if you want to keep watching this video and hear me asking those questions, close your eyes, do that. or you can just close your eyes and imagine it. If you do that every day, every morning, you're going to become the person who does these things, the person who feels this way all of the time. Create a vision board or journal about everything that came up today. Ask yourself daily or journal about this. What can I do today to move towards this vision? What will take me away from this vision? So notice when you're going through your day and you do something opposite of what you're trying to create. So then the next day, when that starts to come up, you don't do that thing. You remind yourself, nope, that's not going to get me to my vision that I want. That's not coming from my heart. That's coming from my head. And then you can complete this for other parts of your life. So let's say you created a vision just now for your health and you're becoming a healthier version of yourself. You can do the same thing for your job or for a relationship, how you're going to show up in a relationship. Just rewatch the video. How can I help? Sign up for a free one-on-one vision call to do this with me. I just did that, like I said, at the beginning with a woman who came on for the call, and I just asked her more specific questions because I knew what her vision was. So I was able to pull more out of her. So you would really create more of a vision if you do that with me personally. Okay. Join me inside of my Facebook group for goal setting in December. So you're going to take your vision and I'm going to teach you how to break it down for the whole year and how to step by step achieve your vision. I'm going to teach you how to plan for the obstacles that come up. I'm going to teach you how to work with your thinking and not have your thinking stop you, which is what happens for everybody. And then in January, I'm running a challenge, and you can use the challenge for accountability, for coaching, to help you get started in 2025 with your vision. And you would have January and February with my help. And you would learn how to get the momentum going to create your vision. And then you would carry that for the rest of the year. So these are just all ways that you can work with me. And all that matters is that in this call, in this half an hour or however long it was, you took time and you listened to yourself. You listened to your heart. If you take anything from this, it's just do more of that. Do more hearing what you want, truly, because that is why you were put on this earth. You know what to do. When you're met with a conflict or you have to make a decision, go back to your heart, just like I did. Start in your head, go down to your heart. Ask yourself what you should do and listen to the answer in your heart. That is how you are going to build this muscle. That is how you're going to truly show up the way that you're meant to show up and not let other things get in your way. So I'm so proud of you for being here. I'm so proud of you for showing up for yourself. I hope that you're proud of yourself too. Okay. Have an amazing day and reach out to me, please, with any questions that you might have. Anything. Okay. All right. Have an amazing day.